Hi, everybody, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Trip Around Multiverse with your host, the man who has an unquenchable hunger,
Okay.
Carl Charles.
Alright. And the robot from the 70s cartoon that actually makes its live action debut,
Yeah.
Siwa Chong.
And today, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the wait. Is this the end? Wait, I mean, we said that people said that phase, whatever we were just in, was Ironheart, but then this came out.
Oh no, yeah.
This came out.
I would say this is the beginning of the next phase.
Yeah, because it's not in the same universe. Yeah, the start of the new phase in the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
the long-awaited Fantastic Four first steps.
Were you expecting a bit of the cartoon theme to be in this?
Oh, which one? The one from 1994.
Yeah,
I was listening to that today.
yeah, the Marvel Action Hour one.
Yeah, that's amazing. I actually was kind of, but I knew it wasn't gonna happen because that shows like kind of only a certain amount of people know about it. Strangely,
well, I was expecting, because when they played the Fantastic Four movie theme, and then it hits that certain notes. I was like, oh, and they're gonna play the little jingle at the top of the or that bit, and they didn't. I was like, oh, okay, fine. Well, it was just me expecting it. That's all,
But it would have worked because they kind of did that like with like Spider-Man and stuff like that. It kind of like weirdly put like the 60 ones and stuff into different things. Okay, even like the X-Men with like Miss Marvel where they kind of done the so
especially in Incredible Hulk, Incredible Hulk from 2008 where they actually played the Lonely Man theme. No, that is I would say iconic because people know about that all the time. They even snuck in the 60s Iron Man, or the old school Iron Man thing. I can't remember when the cartoon was supposed to be, but
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
When Rhodey calls when Tony calls Rhodey and that jingle plays.
Yeah, that terrible song. Yeah.
Okay. Did you expect like this is non spoilers?
Yeah, non spoilers. Yeah.
Did you expect the things because of the cartoons? Because we're on it. Did you expect the voices, the thing's voice, to be a bit more gravelly? Like
I did. Cartoon? Yeah, I did. I kind of did. And then at first it's like, oh, that's weird. And then it's like, doesn't bother me. Yeah, I was like,
exactly. But it's just because he looks like a bunch of rocks.
Yeah,
you're expecting
that
bit of
gravelly sort of voice, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm alright with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of suited it. I think if it did the gravelly thing, because like like the I won't say original, but the second original Fantastic Four film, the 2005 one.
Yeah.
And they make Michael Chiklis put on that raspy voice, and it kind of takes you out of it sometimes. Like, oh, this is a bit too much.
Yeah, well, I think it's just because you like, okay, so the outside of him is stony, so you expect the inside, to be a bit grind, a bit like a bit rough edged. His throat, and therefore, but if you've seen the I think it's called the Wakanda Files, the Marvel Anatomy book that is from the Wakanda Files.
Yeah,
and it's just like the thing has an inch or two of stone on top of, like, then it's skin material underneath that. But then his internal organs must like have all be standard human based stuff.
Something like that.
It's only the external stuff that is rock based.
Yeah, hence why he can still grow hair in a way. Yeah.
Well, in this film,
I like that.
He's got a beard, but then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Then how come he doesn't have hair? He has his beard, right?
But then maybe that top bit is his hair.
Oh yeah. Well, his eyebrows are super thick as well, so.
So I was like, okay, makes sense. Oh. But I was expecting that. I was quite happy that it's what they've done with it. Like, it's like, again, not spoilers or anything. Like, to me, this felt like really different compared to all the other Marvel films that have come out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it felt even more family based than the Fast and Furious films, because every time family.
I didn't know if you were going in that direction or not when you said family.
Because you have to do none of that. You just felt like, oh yeah, these guys are family. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Family's important.
Yes. There's a kind of key thing, but there's the thing we have to move into spoilers to say more about the family stuff. So we'll just keep it
toned down for now. Yeah,
I like that it's an adventure movie.
Yes,
it's not really an action adventure movie because there's stuff in it that happens.
Yeah.
But I don't think we don't get big action set pieces stuff like that. It's like more chase sequences and suspense for a good decent amount of the movie until the finale.
Yeah, because like it kind of goes into like even Fantastic Four comics, the Fantastic Four are adventurers, right? Or they were most of their career. And it made sense how it kind of did it like this. Like they have the adventure and the sciencey smart stuff.
Yeah.
I like this set in. I have no idea what you.
Well,
they didn't really say.
Yeah.
But they never really say the 60s either. So you're like, aesthetically, you like the 60s, but then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The stuff you're
true,
doing.
It's probably just looking like the 60s.
Yeah.
Because the technology is so, but then again, Reed Richards can make that stuff. So okay, well.
So it's like okay, cool. They kind of, I can see why their 60s would look like 2000 and the 2156.
To be fair, they did not bust out with mobile phones or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
They did have flying cars, but
but
so their technology is up and down depending.
Which I'm okay with. Yeah. It kind of self-explained it, so it's all right.
Yeah. I like that it's not an origin story.
I like how origin was literally just that.
They did it 5 minutes, like just kind of like a 5-minute flashback thing, and then straight into the movie. And I'm like, oh, cool, because we don't really need to. Yeah, and we've seen 2 Fantastic Four origin stories. And 3 of them.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Yeah. 3 of them.
So you don't need to do it like a 4th time, do you? Yeah. It's like the Spider-Man thing. How many times can we know that Uncle Ben died? It's like
yeah. Exactly.
Or Batman's parents died. We all know these things.
Or the planet Krypton exploding.
We all know this. It's common knowledge at this point. What did you think of the casting of the Fantastic Four?
I think everyone did well in their casting.
Yep.
In their roles. Yep.
Yeah.
For some strange reason, right? Okay, I know Pedro Pascal's in a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he did good here, it's Mr. Fantastic, right? Even though, I would you say Mr. Fantastic is a pure white guy?
I don't know, but then because Pesco, depending on how much of a beard he has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he could pass for.
You're saying he changes his destiny depending on.
Yeah. It to me, it's always felt like because when I first saw, I was like,
okay.
Oh. Okay.
It's like that guy. What's that guy? There's a guy, the guy who played Elektra's dad in the Daredevil film.
Oh,
he's actually Indian.
Yeah.
Greek people, who plays Turkish
people, Egyptian. Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, I didn't talk about. Yeah. Oh, he got lots of jobs in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Okay, not Pedro Pascal's how he played the role. It's just that because what's that other guy they had in the Doctor Strange movie? That Reed Richards.
John
Krasinski.
Yeah.
Would you think he would have been more suited? I say more suited, but as in would he have played Reed Richards that was better suited to the movie than Pedro Pascal, or do you think his one wouldn't have suited this movie?
I don't think his one would have suited this movie, because how Pedro Pascal played him, you Reed's sort of on the spectrum.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And from what I've seen, and I'm a big fan of the guy we was talking about.
Yeah.
I used to say his name. Now on the spot, I can't say his name.
Krasinski, John Krasinski.
Yeah. I've seen him play serious, but I don't think he could pull that sort of role off.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
So I was like,
for some reason as well, when I was watching the Fantastic Four trailer, like when they said they cast Pedro Pascal, I was like, oh, how come? Why didn't they cast Brandon Routh? He got the look and from when he's playing Ray Parno, the kind of tech nerdy side as well. And then if you dye the edges of his hair, right? But
it's gonna sound really bad, right?
You
I
haven't got
like
name value. You say you're right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I like
It's not bad. Him. That's just the way it is, right?
Yeah, like it's a huge film. We're gonna like.
Well, no, at this point, Marvel casts whoever they want to cast.
Yeah, they want to cast, but
the Marvel band will carry it.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah. I was just wondering. Yeah. But I don't mind the cast. Johnny in this movie, right, was not the how he is usually. Yeah. He's just like he's more of a Manho than Jimmy Olsen in the new Superman movie. But they didn't even tone it down because they didn't even have it. They're just like, nah, he's just look. Johnny's there to be relevant.
Yeah, and I actually like this version of how they did it. I was like, oh, I kind of like that. That he's not like you can't really compare him to the one from Fan Four Stick, right?
Well, you can. Well, okay.
Not really, because did he actually do? I mean, like,
well, I'll say that the comparison can be made that their characters were adjusted to make them a bit more useful in the film.
Yeah.
I don't want to say necessarily he's an engineer or anything like that. Why was he in the cosmic the space machine to begin with? The rocket with the rest of the festival, because Ben's an astronaut, yeah.
Yeah.
Why was Sue Storm there anyway as well? So,
his wife, right? Nepotism, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That I could accept, right?
Yeah.
But because I think in the comics they weren't married at that point, but we can just say, look, I ain't going if she ain't going. No, hold on. He said to them, "Oh, let's go." Yeah, he just basically took them all and went.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fair. At least when they adjust to the story that he's an astronaut as well, it makes sense for him to be there.
Yeah, but I just like they didn't like in the. Not in the comics, they don't play him as an airhead in the comics, but like in like all the animated stuff of Johnny Storm, like he's an airhead and like women this, women that. I like in this, he's sort of like slightly more matured, but still like a bit self-centered until like certain things happen. You know, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they could go in that direction if they wanted to a bit later on. Yeah. There's enough ways like okay, there's hints of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
I can see it, but the story didn't require any of that. So
yeah, and I like he had his moments.
Yeah. I will say as well, the female Silver Surfer made sense for the story.
Yeah, it did, because a man one for this story wouldn't really make sense. I mean,
unless they were gonna. I mean, I know they based it kind of in the 60s.
Yeah.
But unless they went full force and just basically did what they were gonna do. And used a male Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
That would, you know.
Yeah.
That'd have been.
Yeah.
Eyebrows raised for the era.
Would have got cancelled back in that era. Yeah. And yeah, like.
Would you say? Just because there is the comparison, right? Actually, okay. The CG thing here. I like that he's wide. I like that he's not. Like Fantastic, he was tall and massive as well, but it's just like no, it's not really the thing though.
Yeah,
it's be more wide and square, like and squat.
Yeah.
So I like it like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I prefer. Would you think a practical one wouldn't quite work?
Apparently, there was a practical one. That like the thing you sent me.
It? Huh? I thought that was just for like for standing there in still shots, not they actually started walking around in particular.
I think for like still maybe some walking bits.
Well, it just looked like all the stuff was CG'd, you know. Some like they probably had a reference, right? They had Charles Crowley play the man inside the suit of the Thing.
Yeah.
But then when you watch the movie, some of the clothes is like CG'd. It seems like to smooth it out and stuff, and it's just like, well, okay. Is it only still shots? It's only when the camera's static, that position that they had the actual costume there.
Yeah,
the man in the suit.
Good point.
I don't think Michael Chiklin's version doesn't look too bad. He's just not wide enough.
Yeah.
Then how can you won't be able to maneuver like that?
Yeah, especially if you went for the way if they did practical for it now and the way how you want to use them in a film, it was just like, this is not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm down with the CG.
Yeah. It wasn't. I don't think it was over the top or too out of place.
No. Yeah. It was.
Would you still say though Chris Evans is the best Human Torch?
I don't know. Maybe it's recency bias. I don't know, because I did like this when I first saw this guy playing Human Torch. I was like, really, he's Human Torch? And then watching, I was like, you know what? No,
Well, I would say the versions of the Human Torch through all the Fantastic films are very different from each other.
They're all very different. They all showed like different sides of Johnny Storm throughout the comics. So I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
Yeah. But do you think the old Fantastic Four, any of the old Fantastic Four cast, even the ones from the ones from the 1994 film went to the premiere?
I saw that. I was like, that's a reach. Okay.
do you think any of those will make an appearance in maybe some of the sequels or Avengers Doomsday or something like that? Doctor Doom probably go around wiping out universes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe. I doubt the Fan Four Stick any of them will.
Oh yeah, you don't. Aside from the Maker, which we're hoping, we're not even. We are hoping for that.
Yeah, that's the only one. Maybe you might see Jessica Alba and what's his name?
Ian Griffin.
Yeah.
Just getting killed. Yeah.
Yeah, really seen Johnny Storm.
What a very Johnny
Storm. Yeah. And do you really need to see Michael Chiklis? I don't know.
Well, yeah. Well, they don't need him necessarily. They just need the suit, right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
The Council of Reeds.
Yeah. Well, they tried with the Council of Kangs and look how that turned.
Yeah. It's true. But overall, you're saying it's quite a good. I think it's quite a good adventure movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I thought. Do we say the villain? Do we give away the villain?
Yeah, because people know the villain now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought maybe they were going to save Galactus for a bit later on, but they're like, nah.
But
here he is.
No spoilers, but because of how the film sort of climaxes, like, okay. A window.
By the way, right?
Yeah.
Another thing is, do you know what the height of Galactus is actually meant to be?
No, because it always varies whenever I see things.
Yeah. So when I first saw the height of Galactus, it was like supposed to be 28 foot or roughly, the size of a house, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then I see this, and I'm like, he is definitely not the size of a house. And then I'm like checking it just to make sure. I'm checking online, thinking, what's the height of Galactus meant to be, right? In comparable, because I might be using old data. Sometimes they readjust it.
Yeah.
And they put 28 foot bracket varies bracket.
Yeah, because it's always like the size they had him in his films. It kind of made sense to me. Like, okay, he's kind of like a kaiju sort of size, right? Like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But then,
do you think then if he was smaller, it'd be looking less of a threat?
Yeah.
But then at least then could they physically fight him, or you're like,
I don't know,
what, it's fine what they did.
That's fine what they did, because I think you can't physically fight Galactus. That's weird. Like even in the comic stuff.
Yeah. The thing is though, if it was the height that he's listed as, and how it is in pro wrestling, they never the height they're listed at.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
They use the pro wrestling tactics to when Galactus is weighing at whatever, and the height of whatever, he's actually completely
like
different.
4 foot shorter than it says.
Yeah. How they used him here and what they used him for, made sense.
Yeah, I like that.
I think if he was the size of something they could tangle with, then you'd be like, well, he's not exactly the threat that he
should be.
Or it's like the threat, the aura of his threat level is higher than the actual.
Drastic go down.
But no, it's cool. It's like it's a neat movie. A good adventure movie.
Yeah, very good, man. Yeah.
I thought. Did you think they were going to spend more time off-world?
Yes and no. No, as you know, for some reason, I just thought they weren't going to leave the Earth at all. I don't know. I just don't know why. Yeah,
I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be like space adventurers out of the Earth.
I just thought literally like.
Okay.
They're waiting for the threat to come.
You didn't watch the trailer, did you?
No.
Yeah, nor did I. But I thought there was going to be the bit where the thing happens, and then they go off world to look for the threat, and then they visit other planets and stuff like as they go along to.
I don't know, because if they did it that, then it kind of takes away the necessity of their the importance of their journey. Like they're gonna
I thought it was gonna be they'd have to do that to get to the end point, and then have to come back to finish the story.
Then that's Dragon Ball GT. No one wants that.
Oh yeah, it's true. And we know that other than the theme song, no one likes Dragon Ball GT, right?
Sadly. Again, it has redeeming factors, but
fair. I just okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I'm trying to think. Even like they didn't have much like supporting characters, but even the ones you did see, was like, oh yeah, cool. They kind of fit in. I don't know if they're actually comic accurate, but hey, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm still trying to figure out where the first steps part comes into it.
See, I thought it was going to be related to one of the characters later in the story. I say later, but near in the middle section of the story.
Yeah.
You know who I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
You said that there were no first steps.
No.
From
But then think back now when we get to spoilers, like, oh, I kind of get it now. It's the first step towards something. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good film, man.
Cool. Yeah, so you would recommend, by the way, people to watch this, yeah?
Yes, without the spoilers. Yes, I would recommend people to see this. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And
cool. On to spoilers, right?
Spoilers, yeah.
So when the movie starts, it's like the 60s hotel. 60s host.
Yeah.
Guest introducing the Fantastic Four, and it's like, as you people already know, and then you give us a recap of the stuff that they already do know, but because it's a show,
they gotta give them that little thing just in case they haven't seen it before. Yeah,
exactly. So
which
I like that. And then they just told you the backstory of what's going on, how they sent in space, where they come, and then basically all in dialogue, by the way. And they went into space and they came back with cosmic powers.
Yeah, and you see the thing punch through the spaceship door. Like, oh yeah, cool, that's pretty cool.
And then you do they have the montage of Fantastic Four doing stuff.
Yeah.
Saving the world. Johnny Storm absorbing fire, which I've never seen before.
But I know he can, because I saw it in the cartoon.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I've seen it in the cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sue Storm at this point in, I say, during the classic Fantastic Four, the 616 run, all she could do was turn invisible.
Yeah, before
she couldn't do force fields at this early stage.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, she needs to be useful, so
let's give her that.
Yeah.
Which was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because remember in the 94 movie where she turned intangible, but that's not part of her powers.
No, that's Shadowcat, but okay, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so they did a montage, then they introduced them, and then here you go, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and it kind of goes like straight into our fans. Like, okay, this is where we're going. Cool.
And then they mentioned the Future Foundation, and I guess me and you were like, okay, but at the same time, yeah.
A bit early, but yeah.
Indeed. And then they were like having Sue Storm talk about how, the world's broken in peace with
the Mole Man.
Okay, so they did a montage of them defeating some villains.
Yeah.
And John Malkovich was meant to be in there. Did you know?
Yeah, there's a red ghost or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they cut it out.
But all you see them is fighting the monkeys.
Yeah. Like...
Which fair enough. But I think because Mole Man was in this, Mole Man comes back later on. They expected the red ghost to also be relevant, but
yeah, I'm trying to think. I wonder if they on the Blu-ray version or whatever they will have the.
Well, they
scenes
paid the man.
Yeah.
They paid the man so they got the footage, unless they're going to use it in a sequel. And which they'll probably have to pay him again.
Yeah. Yeah. Winning for him.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, she's broken in peace with the Mole Man subterranean, whatever, right? And then it goes across to the United Nations, or whatever it is at that time.
Yeah.
And you see Latveria, but the seats are empty. And
you're
like, okay.
I was like,
even though
the
Doctor Doom of this world, in this the Earth 828.
Yeah.
That could still maybe not be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that probably is like Victor Von Doom.
Yeah. Actually, Victor Von Doom, not Tony Stark as Doctor
Doom. Yeah,
because that's different.
Yeah. That's what I was like. Good nod there. Okay, I like that.
Okay. And did you know the Mole Man is also the Progress?
Pontius, is it Proteus?
Yeah. Champion. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And I think I saw a picture of him when he was at the premiere. He opened his blazer and he had the belt. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Good on you, dude. Good on you.
He beat Simon Miller, but that's all right.
Yeah, good on him.
And you know what? As well, that championship is it's the stipulations of the championship is whatever you decide it is.
Oh, okay.
To defend it. So if he called out something during one of the Progress wrestling shows, whatever stipulation it is, and then someone charged it into him during the premiere, and then they had a little if you say there's a no DQ, no count out, whatever, right?
Yeah,
they could have done a little skip for the 24/7 title ish there.
That's hilarious. I forgot about that.
That would have been too much, though. I think because security would have ran in there.
Yeah, someone would have got shot. someone would have got shot.
Yeah, but I did like the montage of them defeating their threats and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably should have a bit more, because if they were if they're John Malkovich and if they got some other name actors in minor cameo bits, then they could have padded that section more, and it wouldn't have been out of place to have some of these guys not appear again.
Yeah. But hey. And then after that, isn't it where we see Reed looking for something? I can't.
Some iodine or whatever.
I don't. Yeah, yellow iodine or something like that. And then Sue's sitting on the toilet, and then
yeah.
And then she looks at the pregnancy stick, and it's got like 2 marks, and she's pregnant, and she's like, "Oh." So then she goes to Reed. When I get out, I'll find it. And he's all looking for it everywhere, right? And then she comes out, literally finds it in a second. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
And then she breaks the news to him that, I'm pregnant. He's like, wait, what? We've been trying for 2 years and blah, blah, blah. He's like, well.
So I like it. They basically saying they've been around the Fantastic Four's been around for 4 years.
Yeah.
That's what the host has said.
Yeah.
So, we don't need to do an origin story. And then part of the story is they've been trying to have a kid for 2 years.
Yeah.
But they don't know if the cosmic rays have done something to their biology.
Yeah. And there's like,
and they can't conceive, but then they just,
Yeah.
So like, they skipped all that angst and just got to the
it's got to
the end point. Yeah, actually, we can have a kid. It's all right. I mean, we did manage in the end.
Yeah, in the end. Yeah.
Let's
have one of many. And so then after that, that's when they go to dinner.
Yeah.
And I think this where we see Ben cooking dinner and stuff in it, and him and Johnny having a little banter sesh. And then we introduced to Herbie as well. We're like, look, it's Herbie. Herbie's cool.
Yeah.
And then
by the way, just before you do, I read about Herbie, right? They in the is it the 70s cartoon? I think it was. They didn't really have much Human Torch in it because
there's no Human Torch. There's no in the cartoon. There's no Human Torch.
Yeah, they were afraid the kids were going to set themselves on fire.
Yeah, because my dad told me that when I was young. I was like, oh, kids are dumb. But then I realized kids are dumb.
Kids are stupid.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
I can understand. People kids put red capes on and then jump off the top of their house because they think they can fly.
Yeah. So
and then you're like, well, actually, you know what?
I can see them set themselves on fire. Yeah. Oh. And then so then they're acting weird, and then Ben looking at Sue and goes, "Are you pregnant?" And
no. The way they do it is, so Johnny's there eating his cornflakes for some reason, right?
Yeah.
While the dinner's being made.
Really, yeah.
And then when Reed and Sue finally step into the
the
dinner hall area, because it's quite a massive area. I don't know what it's actually meant to be. The dinner / living room / whatever lounge area.
Yeah.
And he looks at them and says, "You're late."
Yeah.
And they're like,
"Wait, what?"
They're like super sus, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean we're late?
What do you mean? Like
you're
late for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like if it wasn't something was sus now, you just blatantly
made it. Like,
yeah. As they step towards it, and Johnny's like, "You guys are late. You're late for dinner." No. And she goes, "Oh." And then they start blabbering more about, we this, that, and the other. And then and that's when Ben catches on. He's like, "All right, so you associate that with that." And then he just turns his head and looks at him and says, "Are you pregnant?" He just calls it straight out.
Yeah. And they're like, "Yeah."
And they didn't even hide it at that point. But I was like, okay, hold on a minute. If you weren't going to hide it, you could have just said, "Oh, Johnny, I thought you meant my period hasn't cut,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to go into that detail, but I thought you meant be late, but we're actually pregnant, and I thought you meant that."
Yeah.
And then... notice how usually when people get pregnant, they go, "We are pregnant."
Yeah.
Rather than, if it's a woman, I'm pregnant, or the guy would have said she's pregnant.
Yeah.
We are pregnant. All right, okay, I get it, yeah.
I get it, yeah. And then they all get all happy, and then Johnny and Ben are like, "We're gonna be the best uncles ever." Oh, okay. And then wait, what happens after that? Then that happens.
That's when Silver Surfer decides to come along.
Oh, yeah, literally's off that, isn't it? Yeah, literally. Yeah. Silver Surfer comes.
And even though she's a female surfer, we're not going to call her Silver Surferess or anything like that.
Oh, wait. I think I forgot a bit. When Reed gives Johnny the records that, oh, yeah, this is you
oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Is this just before?
I think it's just before, yeah. It's just before, yeah. Where Reed gives Johnny goes to see Reed about a meeting he had, which Reed forgot about.
Yeah. And the meeting's about the spacesuits. I thought he was going to go over and say, "You best treat my sister right," and stuff like that. Yeah. But no, they didn't do that sort of thing, right? Yeah. You're going to marry her, make her a true woman out of it, or whatever whatever it is they usually say, yeah? No, he's just like, dude, you promised to make these spacesuits for us.
Yeah, because we're going to go back out into space. And he's like, we'll get there eventually. Yeah. So then he gives him the records, and it's the same message, keep playing and playing and playing. He's trying to figure out.
That's why he shows him the teleport. He goes, I haven't done that because I was making these teleport. Like I was look here, pull the thing, and then the eggshell teleports to the other thing. Like, all right. And then he's like, then signals that we sent this into space messages. Here you wanted the records. Take them. I'm busy working on this. So
yeah. So it was like cool. So then he starts listening to those. Yeah. And then while he's listening to them, Sue comes in. They have a little brother sister moment. He's saying about he's gonna be a good uncle. Blah 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 blah. And then then it's a bit later after that. That's when it goes to something happens for them to be on the balcony. I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
The meteor shower.
Meteor shower. Yeah, meteor shower happens, and then they see the Silver Surfer. So Johnny chases her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then she says because Galactus is coming. Your world's kind of screwed. Spend time with ones you love, and then flies off. And then Johnny chases her.
Yeah.
And he catches up with her, grabs a board, and then she kind of morphs towards him and then says something to him in her language.
Yeah.
And then pushes him away, so he goes back to Earth or whatever. And then what she said gets stuck in Johnny's head. He's like, I've heard that before. So that comes like his sort of side quest in the film where he tries to figure out what it is. And then they call a meeting, like, with the world, because, they're the world's best superheroes. Saying like, this Galactus dude, we don't know what it is, but we're gonna go and find. We're gonna go. We know where he is, so we're gonna go and talk to him and see what we can do about it.
Yeah. Because we had tracked the trail of the Silver Surfer's energy readings, and then he's finding all planets that have been
destroyed decimated. By. Yeah. It's like she was telling the truth. It is destroying planets.
So but then, randomly though, on the side, I'm like, right, how do they have satellites or anything that go that far to wherever? Right? Yeah, he's Mr. Fantastic and build all that stuff.
Okay, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna question that.
Yeah.
It's making sense of the story so far. So okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then Johnny gets his wish that the spacesuits are made. He's like, oh yeah, cool, we've got the spacesuits, yay! And then they travel to space.
Yeah.
Right. And get
the spaceship attaches itself to a satellite they have out there, which is faster than light speed travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
FTL.
No questions.
Yeah. Okay. Again.
Well, just to be fair, it's not out of the realms of technology. If they're making teleporters there.
Yeah, exactly. This is like pretty easy compared to making a teleporter. So yeah. Yeah. So then, they hop into that, and then they start they figure out their plan of what to do with it. So they do
while Sue is pregnant as well. And I'm not sure 100% you would bring your pregnant wife into space with you.
Yeah, after what happened to you last time you went to space.
But you can hardly leave her by herself at that point, because they were testing. Before they went into space, Reed was having a look at what the baby, if there was going to be any cosmic whatever, right? Because of their new biology.
Yeah.
And it seems to be there's nothing, but you never know as well.
Yeah.
So I guess he's just well.
Yeah.
And plus, she's relevant to the mission as well. So.
Yeah, and I like how when he was going to use a sort of ultrasonic thing, he couldn't get the word. She was, I can show you, and she kind of like translutions her stomach. Yeah. So you see, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Which, by the way, I will say, as far as this Fantastic Four goes,
yeah.
When they're in civilian, well, actually, I'm not sure about Mr. Fantastic, right? But when the Human Torch is in civilian costume, like normal clothes,
yeah,
he doesn't burn them to ashes.
No, yeah.
And Mrs. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, can make her clothes invisible as well.
Yeah.
It's not like they need the unstable molecule suits.
Costume, whatever. Yeah. Well, who knows? They might have it. I don't know. And then, so yeah, they go to space, and then they come out of faster than light travel, and because they've reached a certain point.
Yeah. On the latest planet that Galactus, he's like, oh, the Galactus signals come from.
Oh, yeah, they got to the planet, and then
the planet starts crumbling, and they're like, oh, we probably should get out of here.
Yeah, and then
they get caught by a tractor
beam. Yeah, and then the Silver Surfer comes in because she can morph through stuff, and it's like, Galactus wants to see you, and then Free's like, oh yeah, I'm coming. He's like, no, all of you. And then they go in and they walk through.
And Johnny gets the little side eyes that she's going by. Not the side eye, but it's like, oh yeah,
like
yeah. And then Ben's like, that's your girlfriend, right? And he goes,
no.
Well, no. What they were saying about yeah. Actually, I'm gonna say the thing later on because they didn't say it at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So then they go on aboard the ship and they're walking. She's kind of giving not a tour, but walking them to where Galactus is. Yeah. And then Johnny goes off, and that's when he talks to her. He goes, oh, when I last saw you, you kind of kicked me off your board. What did you say to me? He's like, oh, that means be with who you love or something like that. Yeah, and he's like, okay.
Love the people you love?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then he's like, that sounds familiar. Again, like he clocks like, that sounds familiar. And then she kind of like brushes him off. So he goes back to the thing. He's like, oh, so what'd your girlfriend say? He goes, she's not my girlfriend.
Yet.
Oh. And then
no, he didn't say yet, but it's like the implication of something might happen later on.
Yeah, because I'm Johnny Storm. Yeah, and then they go through the ship and they're like, this thing is huge. What is this? And then they meet the guy himself, Mr. Galactus. Galactus, not Galactus. Yeah, and
not the space drone.
Yeah, not the cosmic swarm thing. Yeah, which works and doesn't work. Not in live action, but well, that works more than just a cloud. Like in the Rise of Silver Surfer. But anyways, and then so then Galactus is like, so why are you here? And like, we want to kind of like make a peace treaty, whatever. Can you spare our world? And he's like, no. But then, because before, I missed that bit before as well. Before they got into when they got like tractor beamed, right? They got scanned.
Yeah.
And he scanned the baby as well. And then while they're talking to him, I think there's another scan, right? And then he's like, I've got an offer. I'll spare your world if you give me the baby. And they're like, wait, what? Well, it's just a baby. There's nothing special about him. Like, en contraire, my friends. Your baby is special, He's flown with the power cosmic. And it's so much that he could take my place and I could finally rest because I'm just getting tired of this. My back hurts, my knees are going. I just had enough.
I wish, by the way, he said all of that, right? But he doesn't.
I'm just tired of this. I don't sleep. That's why I'm tired. Oh, and they're like, and then Reed, they all say, no, we're not giving you my baby. And he goes, well, then I'm going to kill your planet. Actually, you're going to stay here and I'm going to make you watch me kill your planet. And they're like, no. So they kind of like attack him to like distract him so they can leave. Like Johnny burns his eyes up.
Burning all the I want to say the wires and pipes and stuff, that huge massive cables that connect to Galactus.
Yeah.
He tries to get from his chair. But his knees are going there.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my knees. And then they start running. Silver Surfer kind of intervenes. and they stop her at some point.
The thing gives her the pounce.
Yeah.
But not quite, because then she just comes back and gives him a pounce later on.
Like,
all right,
through a wall,
enough.
And then so they do their adventure escape. It's kind of like, something from Indiana Jones, how they escape, like, they're going through that base. And then
because it's like like you're saying, the big ball that avalanche ball that's going to go and kill him. That's what they're trying to get away from the Silver Surfer.
Yeah. And then so they finally get away, and they're like,
wait, what's he do? I think does the thing throw something at her?
The thing,
and then she just
falls
into the lava.
Lava, yeah. So then they're able to get to their ship, and then they're flying like, we've got away, and then she's just following him like, oh crap. Let's go into fast and light speed, so she can't catch up.
And as she's gone into gone semi-translucent and phasing, and she's just about to grab the baby out of the stomach or something. I was like, what?
Like, that's extreme. All right.
Yeah. Then they shoot off faster than light because they connected and went right.
Yeah.
And then you think, okay, they're kind of safe, except that on their tail is the Silver Surfer. Like, wow, okay,
like,
okay.
This is kind of like.
And then the things like, yo, Johnny, your girlfriend's after us.
Yeah, he's like.
And then he's trying to go into the weapons. Just a couple of steps down, right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to shoot her, but because they're in the light tunnel or something, it's bending light.
Bending,
so then he has to recalculate.
Yeah.
And make adjustments, and finally hits her, and he goes, man, you guys made me shoot the sexy alien lady.
Yeah, it's always sexy. And then
like, now's not the time.
Like, dude, think for your head right now.
Yeah.
So they're going through that.
She takes the hit.
Yeah, you
just shrugs it off.
Tanks it. It's like, this is nothing to me. I'm the Pirate Cosmic. Yeah. So then and Reed's like, okay, I've got an idea. If we come out of light speed here, we'll be in this like a black hole basically.
Yeah.
And if we get her to go inside, she will take her a month to get out. Will give us time to get away. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So then they're doing that, but she's still behind them, and then they get sued to turn the ship invisible. But all you can see is a ring. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
And by that time, the Silver Circle's caught up to it, and he's clocked like, oh crap, I'm in a black hole. So you see her like, they're able to get away, but breaking on their thrust at the same time. And then for them, without the light speed tunnel thing, they can't get back to Earth unless they shoot around. They like slingshot around the sun or something. Slingshot around the planet to give them the speed to go back to where they were. So they end up doing that, and they got to do it at certain degrees. So they're counting down, and they get to it, and then Johnny has to punch the accelerator or something. They do it, go right round, boom. Also, forgot to mention, while they was in the Galactus' place, they got Herbie to collect some samples of it, which comes back.
And as they're doing the slingshot, we also did not mention the reason why Reed's not at the control center.
Oh yeah,
is because
big plot.
He the baby is being born. So I think just as they're curving the slingshot, Ben comes to help. I think they put Herbie into control, and Ben comes to help take the baby out. No, literally pull it out.
But catch the baby.
The uterus or anything like that.
Yeah.
But then I'm holding on a second. Of all people, right? The guy who's covered in rocks, who has not the most delicate, you wouldn't think because of his what the cosmic rays done to him. Like but I know you don't want Johnny there staring, right?
Exactly,
like, please don't.
That would have ruined his life for the rest of his life.
And Reed is like, oh yeah, machines, but humans ain't me,
And then so the baby's born.
And I will say, so when you see the baby come out of in Ben Grimm's hands, he's not covered in muck.
No, but nothing.
He's all clean.
It's always in these things where the babies come out clean. Like, no, I've heard how baby's born. There's blood and
you would have thought, by the way, if when he handed the baby over, and then if he wiped his own hands on his suit, and then you see the murky mucks, like the web of blood, then I'd be like, okay, he cleaned the baby a little bit before he handed it over.
But baby's paracosmic, so it probably just comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, we don't know for sure.
well, and then
yeah.
So then they get back to Earth, and they land, and everyone's like, "Oh, they're the Fantastic Four now because the five is a baby, and they've saved us. Yeah, let's have a press conference." And you see him walking out the plane, looking like, we have not done great. Yeah, we've kind of failed you.
And they have they make Reed have a go to the podium.
Yeah,
and he's like, personally, they should have just walked, right? They should have like, now's not the time. Sorry, we our newborn, we had a baby in the while we're in the spaceship, so we have to go and tend to that first. You know? But no, they Reed goes to the podium. He goes, I don't have a speech prepared. And they basically ask him the questions about what happened with the thing with Galactus. And he goes,
well,
he requested a sacrifice of us, which we weren't prepared to make.
Yeah.
And then you could have just left it at that and walked away, right?
Yeah, you could have.
You know, unfortunately, the negotiations fell apart and we've got to work out something. All right?
Yeah.
Prepare for his coming, or whatever.
Yeah.
No, they're like, oh, what was the sacrifice? What did he want from us? Well, he didn't want anything from you guys. He wanted our freshly newborn baby over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut up.
Like,
do not give this information. It can only go wrong.
Yep, and it does. Yeah, because then everyone hates Fantastic Four for that. And like, you guys suck. Give him the baby. Give him the baby.
Yeah. You want to sacrifice billions of the world just for one person?
Yeah.
Well, I guess those people have never had kids before because you still...
Yeah, but I said, I was like... when I saw it, I was like, there's people here with kids.
But it's not your kid, though, when you don't care.
Yeah, I'm like... I'll be kind of on any side of this, but like, me realistically, like, I get what you mean.
But my logic would have been, the first thing is like, why does he want this particular kid? Obviously, like you're saying, there's a power... Like, he can sense something from a kid, so we're going to have to do more research on him. Right?
Yeah,
not research, like tests and stuff.
Yeah,
because, and then you'd be like, you know, why tell the people, give them the option to say, right? When you're like, he wants him for a reason, and we need to work out why.
Yeah,
not randomly just wanting the kid to.
Yeah, just for like craps and the giggles. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be petty. I mean, yeah. So then, so. Things ain't going great for the Fantastic Four. You know, it's like people just slagging them off all the time, like everywhere, writing signs like the Fantastic Four stuck. And there's a bit where
earlier, that's mid-2000s language. They probably, I don't know, back then they would have, you know,
probably something like more racist. But and then we forgot to mention earlier, like the Thing meets this lady at a school, and then
not Alicia Masters though, because this lady can actually see, but
So I think it's early girlfriend of Ben. I don't know, or they might do a twist later. Her real name is her middle name's Alicia. I mean,
yeah. Do you think it's the same character that the one that gave the ring back to Michael Chiklis? The thing.
It could be. Could be.
Might be. Well, for all we know, we were just like maybe the name's the same, but it might.
Yeah.
Not. But then, no, that was his wife then in that film.
Well, going to be wife, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember, or it could be a girlfriend he had between Alicia. I don't know. Yeah. So then, so he's walking around the neighborhood, and these kids run past him. Well, not kids, adults, because everyone's like getting ready for the end of days, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "What about our family?" He's like, "Okay."
Yeah. So all of a sudden, the 4 years that these people protected you, right? And you go by them making the best decisions, like to save you.
Yeah.
And then you decide, nah.
Telling them just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But then why
all
this?
By the way, which they also did to Superman. So
yeah.
That's the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
The world does these things. What can you say?
Does these things with no logic behind it. And then while that's all going on, Johnny is like, okay, I'm gonna decipher this language that on the thing I keep hearing, right? So then, he basically makes a codex sort of thing where he's listen to it all day, writing stuff down, and kind of getting it in his head. Then Reed's doing his calculations, gets stuck in his work as usual, and Sue's like, you know what? I need to talk to the people, and make them understand why I did what I did. So then she goes out and tells them like, I'm a new parent, and I love all you guys, and I'll do anything for you, but I also will do anything for my son, and you know, you got to get to deal with it. Not like that way. It's like, you know, you know, we haven't let you down before, and we won't let you down now. So just give us give us benefit of the doubt. And they're like, you know what? She's right, because I thought back too. If this is my son, I probably would have done the same thing. Yeah, you know. And if I didn't, then you're a terrible parent. But yeah, I mean, so then so they all move away from the bachelor, the future foundation at the Baxter building. Yeah, and then this is where then I think then Sue and Reed have a conversation, and then it's talking about moving the Earth or something. And that's me like, that makes sense. Let me.
Yeah. Oh, she said the words she said was that I will move heaven and earth to save my child.
Yeah.
And then Reed's like, hold on a second.
Oh.
So, yeah. We don't have to we just need to get ourselves away from Galactus, right?
Yeah.
So he can't come to get Franklin.
Yeah. It's like, oh. So then he works on making the teleporter bigger, and his plan is basically teleport the Earth so far away it'll take like 1 million years for Galactus to find him.
Yeah.
But also we got to remember earlier in the film as well, I forgot to mention as well, Reed, he says stuff about multiverses and stuff like that as well, because that sort of closes
into... He's doing science with Mr. Fantastic, and then he's making the kids go to sleep because he's going into deep science stuff. Yeah. And then he's like, right, and these are like school children, right? We're talking about 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds, something like that, maybe 8 even. Something like, and then he looks at them going to just fall asleep on their desk, and he's like, who wants to see explosion? And all of a sudden they light up.
Yeah. So when they threw the multiverse thing, I was like, okay, that's how they're gonna sort of explain it. Yeah. They've done it, groundwork sorted. Yeah, so then Reed's trying to figure out how to get power source big enough for the teleport to work. Yeah. So then he makes a call to the Earth like, okay, we're all gonna have to work together to do this. You know, I figured this out, and we're gonna need these people to do this, and this. So then, which is pretty cool, because then the war's like, yeah, you know what? We had a Fantastic Four. So then they all sort of go together to help make the shield to do the teleporter in different cities in the Earth. So they're like, yeah, cool. So everything's going well. While this is still going on as well, Johnny is decoding more and more of the language. Yeah. Ben is being Ben. Oh yeah, then this is when we find out Ben has to shave because he still grows facial hair, and then one of the times they're doing the experiment, the power goes out, so he gets to shave half of his beard. Yeah, and then Johnny's like, hey, beard, you should keep that. And he goes, no. And then he feels like, really? And Johnny's, yeah, it makes you look cool. And then, so from now on, after that, he's got the beard, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Like that.
So when Reed does it, he's worked out the teleport, and then he goes on his program, the science with Mr. Fantastic, and he says, okay, so this is what we're going to do, but we need to conserve the energy for it. So there'd be a curfew that people don't use electricity after 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Obviously, he actually used electricity. Because you see one of the things where there's no lights and everything like, but he's still doing the stuff. And you're like, well, okay, but he's not a hypocrite. He's the guy working on it.
Yeah, he needs to. Right. He needs electricity, you know.
And then you got Johnny Storm. He's lighting up the stuff with his own hand, like you said. He's working out the linguistics.
Yeah. And
then I think, is that when Sue appears to him?
Yeah.
And he's like, I've done it. I understand what she's saying. Like, well, no, I understand that there's enough similarities that I can make some sort of Rosetta Stone out of it.
Yeah. And then he's saying, like, because he hears most of the planets their last words basically in it, and then what she's saying when it's happening. And then there's one planet where she says something else, which comes back later. Yeah. And then I like also in this film, like, time's actually going. There's actually time's actually going. Like, it's not just like everything's done in one day. It's like this happens in like a span of 6 months, isn't it?
Yeah, because it seems like, so she's not pregnant, of course.
Yeah.
At the beginning, well, no, she is pregnant, but we don't
she's
know
not
how
like
long. She don't look like she's got a belly, right?
Yeah.
By the time they go into space, she's already popped. That's 9 months.
9 months, yeah. So it's like a year and a bit, then, isn't this film? Yeah.
And then they go into space for a month and come back.
Yeah. Wow, this is probably the longest duration of like realistically time-wise. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well.
And then I think Silver Surfer takes a month to get out of the black hole and back to Galactus, right? So that's another month, probably.
Yeah. And then, so she gets back, and then he's like,
then she goes to Earth, right?
Oh no, she goes back and goes to Galactus, like, so maybe we should kind of not do this, And then he, like, does his telekinetic, whatever. Well, he pulls her up with his mind powers, because he's got mind powers, I think, to do with, not mind powers, but whatever, his cosmic powers. And then, like, kind of starts choking, and she's like, okay, cool, we'll ready the ship to go and kill the planet Earth. Great. Yay. Yeah. So then they're taking the time. And then as it's getting closer and closer, the Earth starts seeing Galactus on their scanners and like, hey, he's passing this planet now, so he's going to be here in X amount of time.
I think he's passing Jupiter the first time around.
So they kind of keep showing bits of him passing and then getting further and further in the experiment.
Yeah. And then it's like a month later, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because they still have to build all the teleporters around the world.
Yeah.
He's passing Mars.
Yeah.
And then
they could see him, which I like was pretty cool. When they look up, they could see him in space. Like that's how sort of close he was before he got there. I'm like, oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, and then what they do is like, okay, so we need him in this specific space for.
Oh, that's before that.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Because remember they're about to do the teleport thing, and then that's when the Silver Surfer comes and like destroys all of them.
Yeah. No, sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to teleport the Earth, and they did the countdown. They're getting everyone to hit the buttons at the same time. All of a sudden, on their screen, they just like it's all green.
Yeah.
And the field is spreading.
Yeah.
Except then some of them start going to red, and then alarms start blaring, and they're like, "What's that?" And then you see the Silver just smashing all the teleporters around the world.
Yeah. And they're like, "Ah, crap! What are we gonna do now?" And then, so then Johnny.
Yeah, he's about to destroy. She's about to go after the one in the Baxter building. Yeah. And Mr. Fantastic says, put the shutters down.
Yeah.
To stop her coming in. I'm like, she can phase through.
Yeah, she can phase through, dude. Yeah. We knew this.
Just come up with something in the barricades that she can't get through.
Yeah.
But that's when they turn around and Johnny's gone.
Yeah.
And Johnny flies over to the last teleporter in Times Square.
Yeah.
And Surfer's chasing him.
Yeah.
And then he goes past some of the screens.
Yeah.
The big massive screens that are connected everywhere.
Yeah.
Advertising, right?
Yeah.
And he just starts playing the message that he's translated on it.
Yeah.
And then she's kind of like distracted by it, and then he's like, so this is what you've been saying to all these worlds, right?
Yeah.
This is how you saved your own world, yeah?
Yeah. And then he's like, and then he's like, that's how he became his herald, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, and then it shows her kind of her becoming a herald, yeah.
Yeah, she goes, I sacrificed myself to save my world.
Yeah.
And then she goes, and he's like, but what did you do all these other worlds? And he's playing all the world, like everyone, billions of people from humanoids, whatever it is, from other planets, just like screaming. Yeah, exactly. And then she's having a breakdown. She goes, no.
Yeah.
She's confronted with all
the sins. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say necessary the denial. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you just don't think about it.
Yeah.
And you just continue. Except that now it's in her face and she can't escape it.
Yeah. Which I like. And then he's like, why don't you join us? And he's like,
yeah, I think that's when she starts flying off, and then Johnny's like, look, you take me, don't take the kid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Like they did with you. He's like,
and then she's like, just he's coming for you. You guys are gonna die.
Yeah, be with your loved ones. Like, okay. Yeah. And then she flies off.
Because essentially he's like, he doesn't want you.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you.
You don't do nothing. He gets fight. He gets. Oh, what was? There's a herald that he has that was Johnny's girlfriend. Oh, what's her name?
Is that Nova? The female Nova?
Yeah, I think her name's Franklin something.
Frankie Ray?
Yeah. Because I remember that from the corner.
By the way, I remember that because in Amalgam.
Yeah.
When they did the Amalgam universe.
Yeah.
And Frankie Ray mixed with Carl Rayner.
Oh, right.
To become Frankie Rayner.
Okay, yeah.
And they became fire. The fire who's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so you got two characters, and merged them together to become a third character that's completely another different character. Anyways.
Sure. Oh, hilarious. Oh, so then so they're like, okay, we're kind of screwed now. We have no plan.
Yeah.
What do we do? And then
Mhm.
how did they come to the conclusion? Like, okay, if we get him to come to here,
Yeah.
I can't remember how they got to that step.
I think so. He was writing like he's like we've got nothing left, right? All the teleporters are gone.
Yeah,
we
ain't got
can't
enough
move
time
the Earth.
to. Yeah,
We can't move ourselves.
yeah,
And they're like, on a minute, Miss Fantastic. I think Miss Fantastic like, we don't need to move us.
yeah,
We can move him.
yeah. And then like,
It's
what do
big
you mean?
enough for him.
Yeah, and like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, forget
Yeah,
him
oh,
down here.
and he goes, and she's like, how do Invisible Sue Storm's like, but how do we get him in that place?
Yeah.
And through all this time.
Oh yeah, this bit was kind of. I was like, oh, this is taking a kind of dark turn.
She's just kind of staring at Franklin doing
Yeah.
the chin,
Yeah.
like the chin wag. Yeah. So we know what your plan is already.
Yeah.
And when she asks it, it's kind of a redundant question because she knows the answer as well. She's just waiting for him to confirm it. And he's
I like how they're all
we
like,
can find a way.
yeah, they're all like, do it. And then Johnny's kind of like, what you not talking about? And he goes, and the two goes like, Reed knows what we're talking about. And he goes,
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that because she was. And then Johnny's still there like, I don't know what is going on here. And even Ben's like, you can't do that. And then they can't. And then Johnny kind of clocks on. And then, yeah, and then Sue runs away. And then, yeah, so then they kind of talk about it and are like, okay, we'll do this, but we have a plan so he's not in any harm's way. And then they kind of they do the logistics of how to get Galactus to there, and like if on his way here he's gonna like go through 1,000 like houses and stuff, and then people are gonna die. So what we're gonna do? So then Sue's like, I've got I know someone, or I got a plan. And then so they call Mole Man, and then he's like, he has a little snarky argument with Johnny and Reed, and then he's like, okay,
he's like, okay, yeah, I know what you want, right?
Yeah,
I know what you want, Sue.
Yeah,
we're buds, right?
Yeah,
and you broke his peace, right?
Yeah,
but I want him to say it. I want him, him, Mr. Fantastic over there, right? He's gonna ask me.
Yeah, and then Reed's like, I'm not doing it, no, and then he walks off, and then Johnny comes with him and goes, oh, Johnny, I feel sorry for whoever dressed you. Basically, because making fun of the way he dresses, and Johnny's about to fight him. Reed's like, no, let's go. So then they leave. So Sue's talking to Mole Man. He's like, yeah.
You know what's funny actually? Now she tells him to leave, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys are not helping the situation, right?
Yeah.
And then as soon as they leave, she's like, what's his name?
Harvey Elder.
Yeah, she's like, come on, Harvey. And like, what do we need to do? And then and he's just like, okay, Sue.
Yeah, like,
because we're buds, right?
Yeah, I'm just playing with them. Yeah, I know how serious this is because I live on the Earth too. If it dies, I'm dead too. Yeah. So then, obviously, off screen we see them broken. They broken the off screen, whatever. So then they start getting everything ready for Galactus's impending arrival. And then we see all the people getting evacuated from New York going to the subterranean. He's like, yep, wipe. Oh, that made me laugh. Like, oh, come on in, wipe your feet. Don't worry, it's all the best down here. I was like, oh, he's funny. So yeah, they go that way. And then Galactus comes. And it's pretty epic because he gets off his throne. All the wires come out his back. And then he jumps from his, he comes out of his spaceship and goes straight into the sea, which causes like a tidal wave. And then he gets onto New York, and then he picks up like some dirt, smells it, throws it, and then just willy-nilly walks through people's houses. Like,
yeah.
I was like, oh,
yeah, which by the way, if he was as tall as they say he was going to be, he wouldn't have been able to just wade through them like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I think they need to make him look a bit more
menacing,
grandstanding.
Yeah. Which I was like, okay, that's cool. So then, so he's making their way.
Well, it's funny because where he went in the water was where the Statue of Liberty is. And he just kind of like walked
he looked at it like
massively taller than it.
Yeah, he's looking like, what is this? Humans are stupid. And he just kind of carries on. And then this is where the Fantastic Four are like getting everything ready. Like, okay, cool, we're gonna do this. Franklin's here, but then we don't know that part. They put Franklin on a little bit. So then Galactus uses his scanner thing. He sees where Franklin is, so he walks towards it. And they're getting ready for him to get into the triangle. And then he's about to go. He's about to step into it, and then he decides not to.
No. So, Johnny, like they do the distraction tactic where Johnny flames Galactus, like he's scanning, so then he sees Franklin in the triangle, right? Johnny flies over to him and flames his eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Burns them all across there, by the way. Yeah. And you think, oh, Galactus is now blinded. That's a good tactic. And then, then that's where I believe Ben swaps.
No, Johnny swaps it out.
Yeah, with a fake pram, then flies over to the Baxter building. Yeah. And tells Herbie
to keep an eye on him.
Yeah. And then he flies back, and then Galactus is trying to swat away the Human Torch, right?
Yeah.
And and that's when he's about to step in the triangle, but he thinks for a second, he decides to make a scan.
Yeah. This is too easy. Yeah. Sort of thinking it. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then he
takes a step back. Yeah.
That's when he clocks onto it. Like, oh, take a step back. Silly human. Yeah. And then.
Yeah. But you would have thought, by the way, this is what I thought was not very smart of them. You would have picked the empty pram, the empty fake pram they put there. You would have thought they would put something in it that mimics Franklin's energy signal.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would have done. But
no. Not even the fact that it could be like whatever he's emitting, but just like something there
replicates it. Yeah. But no.
Yeah, it's like I'm not saying they make a clone of Franklin. They probably can't do that at that point. But have some sort of projection, distraction, whatever.
Yeah, which would make sense, right?
It's just empty. Like, all right, that's not exactly the most graceful idea from a scientist dude, but hey.
But sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. And then then that happens. So Galactus clocks onto it, and then the Fantasy Four start fighting him.
Go on.
Because he turns around and scans where Franklin is, so he turns around. Yeah. So then they start sort of fighting him. Johnny starts trying to burn him. Sue kind of like tries to push him over with her powers and everything. And then I think why this is going on, if I remember correctly, Reed's trying to get to the Baxter building.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what else happened? Wait. So basically, they all get beaten up by Galactus.
Yeah. He makes a mockery out of all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
But I didn't like how they used the thing in it when he was like, when he ran through those pillars of that building to make the pillar.
No. That's after this. That's after this. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. What the thing was doing is because there was a thing about him lifting the kids at the beginning wanted to lift the car to show off and like that. And they throw the car and then he makes to throw the car and he's like, no, not really.
Yeah.
Right. Well, here at this point, he picks up a car and throws at Galactus, and Galactus just no sells it. Yeah. Then Thing grabs one of those construction wrecking ball things.
Yeah.
And he tries to swing at Galactus, who catches it, and he's just like, you jabroni, and throws him into space, essentially.
Yeah.
And then the Human Torch goes to fly into space to grab Thing back.
Yeah.
As he's freezing up.
Yeah.
Right. And then Mr. Fantastic is grabbing like some of the debris that Galactus is knocking around.
Yeah.
Like a spike, whatever it is. I don't know where it's from. An antenna, it seems.
Yeah.
And he's jamming it into the
like the ports things. In his back.
Yeah. Forced them to open.
Yeah.
And as he's doing that, Galactus is like getting knocked off balance because they
because like some liquid or something comes like okay.
And then he catches Reed and he's like puny human and he starts pulling him and stretching him even more and then you see Reed's costume start breaking as well and it's like oh no what's going on here and that's when Johnny and Ben come back and it's clobbering time
because there's an ongoing joke in it where people guys keep saying to him, say the fingers. I don't know what you're talking about. You know that the catchphrase is, I don't have a catchphrase. That's that stupid cartoon that's made it up. Yeah. So then he finally says, it's clobbering time.
Not like, by the way, how they set up in Fantastic where they try to do the same and it was Ben's brother that was beating him up and it's clobbering time and then eventually he says it's clobbering time.
Yeah, he takes the power back or whatever.
Whatever.
Sure.
Here it's done in a relevant manner.
It's a clever way. I personally did it. So then so that he flies into Galactus, kind of knocks him off balance, and then Galactus still manages to get to the Baxter building because he makes short work of the Fantastic Four again, and So he grabs Franklin. I was like, oh no, poor Herbie. So he grabs him, and then he's about to leave, and then again they will get taken down by him, and then Sue's like, no. And then she basically uses all her powers to sort of like...
the power of desire for your family, right? The
yeah.
Vin Diesel power.
It's like, you know, when they say like mothers get that superhuman strength when like their child's in danger, whatever. Yeah, basically
the whole point of the Incredible Hulk 70 series, right? You get that adrenaline rush that allows you to do extremely superhuman feats. On top of it, they're already superhuman, right?
Yeah, so it's like, so then she's pulling him back with her powers and kind of like resisting him. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I like that.
Now I'm going to say personally, right? I know she's probably not actually that powerful that she can shove Galactus around there, because she's proper shoving him. He's like, his feet are scratching across the floor, you know, and he's trying to dig in. But because the power of Franklin Richards, because he's a reality warper, right? When this is my conclusion, by the way, this is my fan fiction. When Reed's trying to scan him for any anomalies, but because he's a baby, obviously, he's unconsciously using his powers to disguise to make himself seem human, you know? To make the reading seem normal. So he's at this case, I will say he's enhancing Sue's powers logically.
Makes sense. No, that makes sense. So doing that, and then
because she shoved him from the Baxter building all the way to the teleporter, and that is quite a distance.
So then she does that, and then like they all
sort of... you're saying that
do bits to help, innit?
So he tried to grab a building to stop moving, and that's when the thing just runs across the pillars to knock him down. So then Galactus' script drops.
And then Johnny does some stuff. Reed does some stuff.
And then he gets into the teleportation red area. And they switch the thing on. The teleport on, not the thing, right? The teleporter. And then, but there's a countdown before the portal closes.
So
you
like
got to hold him
seconds.
there for... And the thing is, you expect to time it where he's coming in, and then you got to hold him for the least amount of time. However, they wait for him to get in there, then they press the button. And then that means they've got to hold him for 37 seconds.
Like you guys
she shoved him in there, and there's 30 seconds left. And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, at this point, Reed's grabbed Franklin.
Franklin, and they're
kind of prematurely celebrating because they're like, oh yeah, portal's gonna close. It's gonna close. Except it doesn't. Galactus just starts reaching out of it.
Like rah.
And then Johnny's in the sky, and he's like, all right, well, here we go, and he's like saying to the guys, look, tell Franklin, his Uncle Johnny loves him, and this is for him to save the world, right? And he starts flying towards Galactus. You would have thought, by the way, he'd blast him with fire in the direction of it, but anyways, he's flying towards him like as fast as he can, so it's just gonna spear Galactus into the black hole and hold him there.
I guess so.
I don't know, but Silver Surfer comes out of nowhere, knocks Johnny Storm flying, and then she charges into Galactus and hits him in the blue circle he has in the center.
His symbol
with the surfboard, so they both just go through the pool. And then it closes, and then the fantastic, the world is saved except Sue Storm's on the floor now.
Dead.
I wouldn't even say dying because she's not dying.
She's dead. You're like, ooh.
And Reed's trying to give her CPR. Right, and I thought he was going to save her with the CPR.
I was like,
except then the thing puts his hand on Reed and says, "No,
done enough.
You got to stop." And then because this is it. And then Franklin's all crying. And Reed takes Franklin, and then he's reaching out for his mom. So then Reed puts the baby on the Invisible Woman.
On her chest.
Who's not invisible, by the way, at this point, right?
She's dead.
And then he stops crying, Franklin, and he's like fawning a bit over her. And all of a sudden, then she starts twitching and moving and breathing, and like, oh, okay, because then the like a funny
purple
blue thing goes over
purple finger, right?
So that's what I'm saying. He's a reality warper.
Yeah.
He just brought her back from the dead.
Yep. Like, oh.
We're applying, by the way, his comics powers to
to
his movie universe, which might not always be the same.
Well, they kind of mention it later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then they're like, "Oh, you're alive," so they're all happy, and then we're here. Fantastic Four. Yeah. So then they get a hero's welcome sort of thing, and then we see the guy from the beginning, the news reporter, saying like, "Yeah, they're gonna be on the show tonight." You know, like we had to pause and thing to get them. Then their assistant comes like, "Yeah, so they're gonna ask you about this, that, and the other, and they got you this, and it's like a baby Fantastic Four costume that has a 5 on it. Like, oh, can we get Franklin to wear it?" And then they both like, "No, it's too soon." And a woman's like, "Yeah, thank God." She's like, "Yeah, I have pleasure going." Like, she kind of like says a joke, like, "Oh, guess I have to go and tell him." But you can see like she's happy. She wants to tell him that no, not wearing it. Yeah. So then the guy's hyping up, saying, "Yeah, they're gonna be on a show. They saved the world. You know, they're all Fantastic Four." Blah, blah, blah. Introduce it, and then they're about to go out, and then they all get like a message on their watches saying like, "Alert, alert, alert." So something's going on. So then they leave, and then the show starts like a Fantastic Four, and they look around, they're not there, and they're like, "Oh, sorry guys." So then they run out the building with Franklin and Pushcha, and then they're like, "Okay, go get into the Fantastic car." So they're trying to put the baby seat in, and all 3 of the men are struggling to do it, which is quite funny. Yeah. And then they finally get it in, and Sue's like, "Oh, you guys are so lame." So then they finally get in, get on the Fantastic car, fly off, and then it ends.
Yeah. You don't see whatever threat that was happening. You don't see it.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to do like a sequel tag thing.
Yeah.
Where you get an indication of what the threat was, but in the context of things, it doesn't matter because the whole joke of it, the end sequence is, these men are useless.
Yeah. When it comes to babies, men are useless. Yeah. So then.
And then you see a mid-credit scene, which, by the way, personally, I think this should have been the end credits.
You know why it should have, but you know why they didn't do it there, because they noticed a lot of people leave before the final one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what they noticed?
Yeah.
Because for Marvel films, you do expect
because if you've noticed it now recently, right?
Yeah.
The most important the end credit scene is the mid credit scene because. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, for this though, the mid credits way more important than the end credits. So they probably shouldn't put the end credits, the end credits, if they were going to do that. Anyways, mid credit scene, 4 years later, right?
Yep.
And it's where Sue's talking, reading a story to Franklin.
Yeah.
And then she's going to get another book to read because they finished that one.
Yeah.
And then Herbie's pulling out the.
Was it the Odyssey or something like
that? No. I think it was something to do some super science thing.
Yeah, I think it was like some weird Greek sciencey mythology thing. Something, and he's like, "Yeah, we've already read that."
And she's like, "Oh no, we already finished reading that one."
Yeah. You're like,
he wants to go for something else, and then it's a proper children's storybook that she finds.
Yeah.
Steps around the counter, has an odd feeling.
Yeah.
Makes an invisible force field in her hand. Yeah, because something's off key, and then steps over and sees Franklin with a dude in a green cloak.
Yeah.
And then you see the metal face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's Doctor Doom.
Yep.
The Fantastic Four will return in
Avengers Doomsday.
Now, that is, by the way, I will say how the Kangs get wiped out. Doctor Doom's like Doctor Doom Stark or whatever he is, yeah?
Yeah.
He's like, nice Franklin, yeah? You know you can rule reality, yeah? And all these Kang jabronis, yeah?
Yep.
Get rid of them for me, please.
Yeah, we don't need them.
You know? Yeah. And Franklin doesn't know any better, apparently. So.
Yeah. Well,
that was, by the way, that mid credits was directed by the Russos.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like, oh.
As was the end credits of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
So these two sequences are going to be within Avengers Doomsday.
Are they directing Avengers Doomsday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know they were directing now. I legit didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but I don't think these two sequences were especially filmed for those particular movies. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's from the movie that we will see.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the ending credits where they have the animated Fantastic Four 60s cartoon sort of thing. Yeah. Which then like, I was like, okay, you know.
They missed out by they could have had one from 1994 because that's a lot. That's far back enough to say
their characters and revoiced. Yeah, that would have been fun.
Oh, that was cool. But question though, right? Before we like talk about for a film a bit more, did they actually call any of the Fantastic Four by their superhero names in the film?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question.
Because I'm trying to think back now. I was like, did they even call him the Thing? Or...
Yeah. I think they've called the Thing a couple of times. And they did Science with Mr. Fantastic, so surely they called him Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whether they called Sue Storm the Invisible Woman or the Invisible Girl, I can't remember. But they probably went for woman because.
Yeah, because.
Wait. But even in the 60s Fantastic Four, like when they actually were done in the comics, and that she was called the Invisible Girl, I'm sure she was in her late 20s.
Yeah. So it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like Jean Grey, Jean Grey called Marvel Girl. Even though
she was a girl.
Yeah, but I always had a problem with why was her name Marvel Girl. But yeah, anyway, that didn't make any sense to her powers. But yeah, sure.
Whether they called the Human Torch the Human Torch, that's the question.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't recall that.
Yeah. Next watching, I'll probably have to see if he was that. But yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That's the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Quite. Very enjoyable film.
Yeah, man. I really liked it.
Why was it called First Steps? I'm not 100% sure. Because I was waiting for Franklin to make his first steps, right? That's what I assumed. But no, they skipped to him. He was already 4 years old.
4 years old, yeah. Like, okay. Well, for some reason, I was thinking then, when he was talking about 4 years old, I was like, oh, is Valeria going to be like about? Because.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if Sue was pregnant during the mid credits, then but then why would she name it after Doom's mother? So why would Doom get to. Maybe she'll get pregnant during. Doomsday, yeah, maybe. And then during Secret War, she'll give birth on Battleworld or whatever.
Unless in Fantastic Four 2 or something, because then if they had the actual Doctor Doom. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. We shall see. But yeah, man.
But you're saying
I enjoyed it.
Worth a watch, yeah, for the people.
Man. Big time. Worth a watch.
Is it significant in the scheme of things for the Avengers, the Doomsday? What is this? You know how like the Infinity Saga was called the Infinity Saga, of course, right? But there's nothing here. The Multiverse Saga is called, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't like. So would would you say it's a key significant watch?
Yes and no. Well, I'll say because like it's sort of an easy watch. You don't need to go in with any sort of like lots of people's complaints with like Marvel's universe right now. Like MCU films, like you need to go in with research and all this stuff like that because the Disney Plus film stuff, blah blah blah. This one has no. You don't need to because it's literally it's its own universe. It's like we explain to you literally what's happening in the universe in the first like 5 minutes of this film. Go for it. So yeah, I think it's not essential, but I'll say it's really worth watching.
Yeah. And I know they made it look like the 60s, but they didn't put it off they didn't shove it in your face, you know. They just a little bit retro looking stuff, and Times Square, whatever, is not as full as of billboard screens as it is now, and they just stripped it all a little bit back and stuff. So
so I'm alright with it. Thought it was good.
The costumes looked fine. They made sense.
Yeah,
they weren't like too many lines. It's very straightforward. It looked like they were made of cotton wool.
Yeah.
No, like knitted. They look knitted.
Yeah, like a knitted sweater, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the style though back in the day. So.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, style of the time. Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah. And you're thinking, like you're saying, that Valeria will make her appearance. The second sequel, maybe in the third one, at the end of the second one, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But then I was thinking as well, right? Like, obviously, they maybe, Galactus got put into the hole, whatever. Maybe that's how that Galactus gets into the main universe.
If he does come, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, okay, that's why in my head was like, oh, maybe that's how they sort of get to Galactus. Yeah.
And then now I'm wondering, as they use Galactus as the main villain in this, what villains are they going to... And Doom's elsewhere.
Yeah.
What are they going to use for villains like later on?
Is it the Fearsome Four?
Oh, is it the Frightful Four?
Frightful Four, there we go. Yeah, Frightful Four.
No, is it the Fearsome Four or the Frightful Four?
I think it's one or two. It's another F word. That sounded wrong. Right. Yeah, they could use them like Pistol Pop Pete Wolf becomes a trapper.
Yeah. And the Wizard as well, which they did mention.
Yeah. And then, could always bring back Red Ghost or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. Do you think the Inhumans are going to make an appearance?
God, no. No. Marvel don't care for Inhumans anymore.
Yep.
I don't think they ever really did.
Now they actually kind of have mutants.
Yeah,
so.
you know, it's like, you don't have to use the fake mutants anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I'm quite interested to see what goes. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's a cool adventure film.
Yeah.
Worth a watch.
Yes.
So is how significant it is to the multiverse saga? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But then it's sometimes, even if you just say, "Oh, you have to watch these key specific films," I mean, then you can shave a lot down of the even in the Infinity Saga, you probably only have to watch 5 films before you get to Infinity War and still understand.
Yeah. This one,
and that's just bare bones in it.
Yeah, realistically, you know, you don't have to watch all like 30 films or whatever to get to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is number 37, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Yes.
Are they including TV series in that as well?
That I'm not too sure. But then it might be including TV series for it to bring that much.
Yeah. Well, then are they counting the Netflix series as well?
Probably half. Half of it, yeah. They probably count all 5 of them as one. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't think there's any. There doesn't seem like there's anything coming out between now and Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, that's what I was literally thinking as well. I don't think there is. Nothing like TV wise either.
Yeah.
So that is.
So we'll have to see when that comes out exactly what's what, right?
Yeah. But that's hilarious.
How are they going to wipe out a whole bunch of universes?
Yeah. But that's, you know what makes it like hilarious, right? Because apparently isn't Doomsday meant to be coming out, according to Wikipedia, it comes out on the 18th of December 2026.
Oh yeah.
So that's like
it's a long time.
A long time. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Oh well. We're gonna have to wait. But then when's the Secret War coming out?
I think that's coming out
the next year, yeah.
The next year, but I think in April or something like that.
April 2027.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Maybe they are filming all back to back then.
Maybe. The smart money would be to do it that way, realistically.
Yeah. With the amount of cast members and stuff like that, to make sure that all their time is free to do a whole massive section of stuff.
Just in case people die, stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh no! Apparently it's scheduled for the 17th of December 2027, which. Okay.
So the Christmas movies of the year is going to be Avatar this year, right?
Yeah.
And then Avengers Doomsday, and then Avengers Secret War after that.
Suppose so. Actually, we still got Wonder Man. That's apparently going to come out before. Yeah, that comes out December. Okay. This year.
This December.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll see how that works.
Daredevil Born Again. Oh, I keep saying Reborn.
Yeah.
Born Again is next year March. So we've got a few things to kind of toss over. Okay, cool. Not that bad then. Yay.
And the Punisher special presentation. Yeah.
Yeah. So yay, we should be fine, I suppose. Cool.
That's TV programs though, not to do with the movie, and they're small in the scheme of things that this whatever's happening in Avengers is not going to affect what's happening like in Wonder Man or Daredevil because they're more street-based stuff.
Yeah.
And if we're lucky, maybe Jessica Jones will come out in between some of that.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Because she's gonna be season 2 of Daredevil, isn't it? Apparently.
I think she's filming her own series as well now.
Oh. Yay! Well, I'm happy anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you're saying thumbs up or double thumbs up, or you?
Double thumbs up.
Yeah.
2 of them. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. One of my favorite MCU films so far. It might be recency bias. I don't know, but at least I'm being honest. Oh, so
and that's us signing off for this episode. Yeah. I'm the kid who's imbued with the power cosmic, and Galactus wants to eat me. No, he doesn't want to eat him, does he?
No, he wants to transfer his power so then he can go to sleep.
yeah. By the way, have you seen? Is it FX?
What, the comic series?
Yeah,
I've heard of it. I've actually never got around to reading it. That's one done by. I want to say Alex Ross, but it's not.
Yeah, I think so I'm not 100% sure. There was one universe, and I think it's FX, where they did kill Galactus. But then what happened was then I think Franklin must have felt so guilty or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
He ended up putting. Okay. So the Galactus got killed.
Yeah.
And then far later on in the story, they needed Galactus for something. But like but people thinking if Galactus is dead, why are they asking? How can they call him to come back?
Yeah.
You know, unless they're going to bring him back from the dead or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Anyways, they send Black Bolt into space because there's the whatever threat is happening, whatever. They send Black Bolt into space, and you know how even a whisper or whatever can cause massive destruction. So Black Bolt goes into space and he calls out something, right?
Yeah.
And then Galactus comes along.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he wipes out the threat that they need, and then Mr. Fantastic's talking to Galactus, saying, "Oh, thank you for all your help and stuff like that." And Galactus is like, "You know, Richards, we've known each other a long time and stuff like that. So fair dues, yeah." But why did when you got Black Bolt to call me? Why did he say Franklin? And then we clock on at the audience at that point that Franklin is now Galactus. But then Miss Fantastic is like, "Oh no!" Obviously, you can't reveal that information to Galactus. Oh, that was my son's name. Blah blah blah. So
Oh wow.
But he's all teary-eyed because he's talking to him without saying that he's talking to him.
Yeah, to his son. Yeah. Wow.
But I could be wrong. It might not be FX, and I must be telling you complete rubbish as for the title of the story. But that was a story.
Even so, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah. It might have been a what if then I read. I'm not sure, but I definitely read that, and I was like, oof. So that's why when Galactus was after Franklin,
makes sense.
I was like, oh, did whoever write this also read that story?
Yeah. Poor kid. Huh.
Yeah. You got to sign off and do your.
And I have been the man who
the man who is now a woman in this universe.
No, I was thinking of doing one to do with the Silver Surfer, but I'm trying to think. I am.
I'll buy you time to think as well, because actually it's funny. When Johnny Storm was shooting at her in the time dilation, faster than light speed, whatever, with cannons, and he was saying, "I was shooting the sexy space lady." He actually said the naked sexy space lady, right? Yeah. And Reed Richards like, "No, she's not naked."
Yeah, some sort of polymorph thing, but like, okay.
From the Power Cosmic, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, okay."
Sure. And I am the man who is so engulfed in his work he forgets to feed his child. Charles. That doesn't happen in the film, but I'm pretty sure that did happen within the 6 months.
No doubt, right?
Yeah, or in those 6 months when they were building the machine and stuff. Yeah. And thank you for listening to us review and discuss a Fantastic Four First Steps. And let us know if you liked it. You can do that by leaving a comment down below, or leave a comment wherever you're listening to this or watching this on, like if it's YouTube or if you're like listening to the podcast. You can send us an email or even a tweet, an Instagram message, all that lovely jubbly stuff. And don't forget to follow us on said Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and subscribe to us on the YouTubes. And until next time, guys, I'd like to thank you for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Bye.
Bye.